Hello everyone, this is Priyadarshini, your faculty at Nursing Next Live. Today I have came up with a very important update for you all. Since NORCET fever has been started, your 10.0 date is already announced and the NORCET fever is running so fast, right? So in this crucial period, it is very important to plan strategically and to study strategically and to practice strategically, right? To have this enhanced strategic approach from Nursing Next Live, for the very first time, we have come up with the NORCET Rapido crash course. This is a 3-month intensive crash course which is going to cover all the subjects from top to bottom with the set of important test series as well. Right. So in this video, we're going to completely explore about what is NORCET Rapido crash course and how it is going to enhance your preparation and your success rate. Right. So let's get into the video. So first and foremost, who are the target audience for the NORCET Rapido crash course? As you all know, the eligibility criteria for your NORCET examination is one should complete their BSc Nursing 4 years course, and he should be a registered nurse and midwife in an INC approved council, right? Any state nursing council registration you should be having. This is the primary thing. If you are a candidate who have completed your GNM, then you must have completed your post basic BSc nursing, or if you have completed your GNM nursing and you have to have a 2 years of experience in a minimum 50 bedded hospitals to give an attempt to this NORCET examination, right? So this is the eligible criteria and the most important update. As you all know, your NORCET 10.0 date is already announced. It is your April 11th, right? Your April 11th, 2026 is the date of your NORCET 10.0 examination, and your main state is at the end of the April, right? So you have hardly 3.5 months, right? So this 3.5 months, if you're going to utilize it so properly, success is yours. And if you're going to wander yourself and you don't have a clear set goals, again, this is going to impact in your results, right? So to overcome all these challenges, to solve all these problems, this NORCET Rapido will help you out, right? So what is NORCET examination? As I said, your NORCET examination is a test of skills. It's a test of core understanding of the concepts, and it is not just a basic knowledge. With a theoretical basic knowledge, you cannot clear a competitive exam like NORCET, right? So if you see, every year thousands of dedicated nursing professionals face the NORCET challenges, right? Thousands and thousands of students are appearing for this examination, which makes the competition even more higher, right? And success demands more than just hard work. It requires a structured plan to navigate. Here it is a very important point, right? Most of the students who fail in the NORCET examination, it is not because they have not put enough efforts. They study so well, right? They study everything, right? But the concept behind their failure is not that. Actually, the strategic planning is missing. What is strategical planning? At the last 3 months of period, you have to do a good number of revision and you have to practice enough MCQs. As you all know, this is an MCQ examination. So to attain that MCQ examination, you have to practice good number of questions before going for the actual examination, right? So this strategy is missing in those students who actually fail, but they put enough efforts even though, right? So this is very important, and we will help you out with the help of this crash course to overcome these burdens, right? And you all know that the syllabus is very vast and you have to master complex question patterns, right? So since the syllabus is very fast, the coverage of 15 subjects is attained with the help of NORCET Rapido. And the most important thing is the questions are very complex and everything is understanding based questions, skill based questions, testing whether you are a safe nurse or not. So those set of questions, before attempting, you need a practice of such kind of questions, right? So to practice such kind of questions, this QBank, this test series and everything is going to help you out. So under NORCET Rapido, you will be having your Strike 2.0 test series and as well as additional Rapido test series you will be getting. So these questions will be of complex pattern. These will be having complex strategic pattern. So this will help you out to solve these strategic questions before you actually go for the examination. So next, and you have to perform under immense pressure. As you all know, like this is a life-changing kind of examination for you people. So you will be always pressurized as well, right? To make you motivated now and then. Like you are going to have a regular classes to motivate you now and then, to discuss strategies with you now and then. So this 3 months continuous classes will be there for you people, where I'll be keep on in touch with you people and motivating you to the greater extent, right? And the random preparation leads to uncertainty, strategic system leads to success. Yes. So it is a very important, crucial period, like your date is announced and you have around 3.5 months. So here randomly you are taking a book and randomly you are preparing, it is not going to work out, right? You need to have a proper scheduled learning, a focused learning, a goal-oriented learning along with a good practice, right? So this is going to help you out to increase your success rate, right? So the vast syllabus, as I said you, complex question patterns and the tough competition makes this exam even more tougher. Like thousands and lakhs of people are writing this examination and each and every one is not in the same cadre. One is more experienced, one is less experienced, one is a fresher. So multiple spectorial people are approaching this examination, right? So you need a strategic thinking and strategic approach to clear this particular examination. That is what I'm trying to reinforce, right? So what you will be actually getting in NORCET Rapido? What are the core features of your NORCET Rapido 3-month intensive crash course? So the primary thing is a daily live premier classes you will be having. Okay, the live premier classes by the mastermind by the subject experts will be taken for you starting from Jan 10, right? So time bound preparation. So it is not like it is a long-term plan which is going to confuse you and everything. It is a very short-term time-bound plan only for 3 months before your NORCET 10.0 examination. And once you complete this course and you are with us with all the learning objectives which is satisfied and you're going for the examination. So every day you will be having a 5 hours of classes, right, which is integration of the high yield one-liners as well as the test and discussion, which I'll discuss in detail when we explore the plan, right? So completely exam oriented. This is again an important point I said you. Strategy, when I talk about strategy multiple times, this is also again an important strategy. So exam oriented points. So in NORCET examination, they are not asking everything which is given in your syllabus, which is everything which is given in your BSc nursing syllabus. They are testing important key areas where they will be testing whether you are a safe nurse or not, whether you have a better understanding of the concepts or not. For this particular approach, we are not covering all the syllabus. We are not covering everything. Only important topics, only probable topics which are asked. Like analyzing previous year analysis of all the papers, which includes this particular compilation of the high yield topics, and from that high yield topics, one-liners will be discussed, right? So next is integrating one-liner. So since this is a revision period, so learning is enough, right? So first 3 months is for conceptual learning, where you theoretically learn everything, and along with that you will be giving a minimal amount of practice as well. But this 3 months is purely for the revision and practice. So for the rapid revision, what you have to do, you have to come up with the learning of the important one-liners, short concepts, and everything you should be keeping in your mind, right? So we will be discussing the one-liners with an expanded scientific manner to approach whatever which is coming related to that particular one line you can able to answer in your examination. So next is your test and discussion. This is a very, 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 very important part. Why I am telling test and discussion is very, very important. So even one-liner revision also you people will do. Okay, seeing the videos, you are doing the one-liner revision strategically. But once you give a test, most of the students don't follow up the test once you give it, right? So this following up is very important. Like, you know, you will feel confident if you're getting good marks in your test series, right? But For the students who actually fail or the students who actually score very less, for them this is a challenge. So what they are going to do, we are going to do a test and discussion, a scientific discussion post Rapido test. Like as I said, you like along with Strike 2.0, you have the Rapido test series as well. This Rapido test series for all the subjects will be discussed by your masterminds and subject experts to make you understand how to approach this particular question, why this is a distractor, why this is a correct answer. Each and every indications about that questions will be discussed and the strategies will be discussed with you, right? So next is the faculty expertise. As you all know, all the national level faculties are teaching you, so they know all the advanced strategies and they're going to teach those advanced strategies to you as well. So next is the complete coverage. As I said, you all 15 subjects starting from your important medical surgical nursing, community health nursing, obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics and mental health nursing. All the other minor subjects is also covered along with your aptitude and reasoning as well, right? So the three-way approach, as I said, you first is the conceptual revision, where you're going to rapidly solidify the complex concept into single one-liners and it is going to be discussed hardly with scientific manner. And the conceptual practice, which is integrated with your Strike 2.0 as well as your Rapido test series, and the conceptual learning part. The most important part, along with the important revision and practice, you're going to get the study materials as well, right? You will be getting the volume 3 of Masterstroke, which is an high yield one-liner book, and you're also going to get the Strike QB book as well. So next, what is the 90 days approach starting from your January, right? So Jan 10, your orientation session will be starting, like what is the study plan which you're going to do. And next, your classes of course subjects, which is integrated with both one-liner discussion, post test and discussion as well, right? So starting from AHN, OBG, FON, CHN, pediatrics, it will be running regularly, and you're going to regularly have the classes and the test series as well. So once you're going to attend the test before day, next day you're going to have the test and discussion. That is the beauty behind these particular curated sessions. So next, in mid-March, you will be covering the specialized subjects, which includes your microbiology and all the minor subjects, including your aptitude and reasoning. And at the March, the important component, right? So how to take the test, how to approach the paper, how to reduce the negative marking. So every strategies will be discussed in between, like before you're actually going for the examination. Then in the late March, before the exam is actually approaching, you're going to get the NORCET Summit, which is a highly impacting revision, okay, and which has a proven results out of those particular videos, right? The prediction series last time, which has been released, which is coming under NORCET Summit for all the major subjects, it is a pure hit. And most of the questions were actually from those particular discussions. So that made more impact in the results of the students, and the students have also shared enormous feedback about those prediction series as well. So this prediction series will be also the part of your NORCET Rapido crash course, right? So next, so what is the weekly approach, right? The weekly success cycle, how it will start. So first we will be starting with the revision of that particular subject. For example, if you take AHN, I'm starting AHN from Monday to Wednesday. Every day you are going to have a 5 hours live premiere session of AHN, right? Where the one-liners, high yield one-liners, important topic one-liners will be discussed. So what will happen after completing that particular syllabus of these HYT one-liners of medicine, you will be having a test. You will be having a Rapido test series. In between that, the grand test of Strike 2.0, mini test and everything will be running. But post this particular one-liner revision to analyze whether your learning is optimal or not. How will you know whether your learning is good or not? By having a test, by testing your knowledge, right? So post this one-liner discussion, you are going to have a test, Rapido test series, and where you're going to do the test, where you're going to practice the questions, and you're going to give the test in the actual method, and you're going to analyze your score as well. Post that application, you're going for analyzing. So deeper understanding through detailed test and discussion. So it is not like once you've given the test, for a good performer, it's okay, right? For the average and the low performer, this analysis is going to help you in a greater extent, where we're going to break all the 100 questions into minor parts, and you're going to explain why this is correct, why it is incorrect, what is the distractor, how you have to read the question. Even the small strategies will be discussed in the test and discussion part, which help you to analyze where you are actually lacking. So next we have the clarification part. The most important absolute part is this, like post test and discussion, at the end of that particular test and discussion, you will be having a doubt session where you can directly contact the subject experts and masterminds and clarify your doubts directly in person, right? This is again the important component which has to be highlighted. So next, so what are the components you're getting? What is the complete NORCET Rapido package? What you're actually getting is, you're getting a 90 days intensive course, crash course, and 300 plus hours of learning, which is integrated with one-liner discussion and your test and discussion. So specifically, you can see here 150 plus hours of test and discussion is there out of that 300 hours, right? Then 15 subject is covered and 6,000 plus MCQs are practiced, along with your Strike 2.0, along with your NORCET Rapido test series. 6,000 plus MCQs you're going to thoroughly practice. So 5,000 plus high yield one-liners exclusively from Masterstroke Volume 3 will be discussed for you by your masterminds and subject experts. And in totally you're giving 100 plus tests and 2 national mock examination, and you'll be having a real-time ranking pattern as well, right? So this national NORCET mock examination will able to analyze you throughout pan India. What is your rank, what is your place, you can able to analyze with this national mock examination. And we have the proven study materials, which includes your QBank book, which is a very sound book for your preparation, and your Masterstroke Volume 3, and expert mentorship. Like throughout the journey, I will be with you to clarify all your doubts. When you want any kind of motivation, I'll be always there for you to discuss the strategies to motivate you in all the aspects of your preparation. So next is high impact prediction series. As I said, prediction series is having a very important proven results out of it. So this is a very important component which is a part of your NORCET Rapido, and dedicated doubt solving sessions you are having to solve your doubts, right? So a deep breakdown of what is conceptual revision under NORCET Rapido. As I said, we will be discussing 5,000 plus high yield one-liners, which is of 100 plus hours. So regular classes will be there, and the schedule will be shared to you people, and you will be following the schedule. You will be attending the classes, giving your test series, and regularly you will be having a focused and goal-oriented preparation till your examination, right? So expert curated content, as I said, these are high yield one-liners which are purely from the important NORCET hot topics, right? So integrated learning, so all revision sessions are directly from your Masterstroke Volume 3, which means you watch the videos and you can make your notes with the help of Masterstroke Volume 3, and you can also revise that with the help of your Masterstroke Volume 3. So next is the conceptual practice. As I said, 6,000 plus MCQs you will be practicing at the end of this 3-month journey, and it is not a very small amount. That also you have to remember. So do you actually feel like out of the 6,000 MCQs something is going to actually come in your NORCET examination? No. If you're going to cover this properly, okay, you're going to utilize this properly, and you're going to follow the schedule properly, nothing is going to stop you from your success. That is the concept behind this. You have to practice MCQs. That is the most important thing which I would like to tell as a faculty also. It is not a theoretical examination. It is a MCQ examination. So to practice is very important, because for example, in university, if they are asking you a long answer question, you're going to write all the stories which you learned. But here you are not able to write any form of stories. 4 precise options, you have to choose one correct answer with a proper precision, with a concept understanding, maximal concept understanding. And related concepts will be also coming. If you're going to misunderstand one particular concept, you're going to make error in all the questions which is related to that, right? So concept clearing and everything will be satisfied with the help of these one-liners, and post that the strategical exam approach will be satisfied with the help of your test and discussion part. So coming back to the practice, once you practice 6,000 MCQs at the end of 3 months, you will be becoming very practically sound person. Like the practice you have, the exposure you have will be maximized when you are approaching this particular questions, because the questions are going to be even more in a higher end, right, even more complex, where you can actually get, like, the questions will be even more complex when comparing to your NORCET examination as well. So that is going to make you even more well versed to approach that, right? So subject mastery, we have 49 tests, so like includes your 22 subject assessment test and 27 mini tests. Like you have to regularly give this test side by side in order to improve your practice, and full exam simulated test. So these are the very important tests. 14 grand test, which is a combination of prelims and mains pattern, and 12 special GTs. That includes your 10 prelims and mains plus 2 national pre-NORCET examination. So grand test are very, very important test. Grand test is the combination of questions from all the aspects of the subjects, right? From all subjects you will be having the grand test. So grand test will be analyzing your overall performance and able to show you where you stand actually. So these tests are very, very important to give. So next we have the specialized skill drills. 11 tests you have, which includes your image based questions, 5 image based tests. So image based questions occurrence in your examination is also increasing. So it is very, very important to have this image based test series as well. So all the important images you are going to be exposed, and you're going to familiarize yourself with all the image based questions, right? And 6 clinical scenario based questions. The trend of clinical scenario based questions in NORCET is also increasing. So that makes this particular test more valid as well. So past paper analysis, yes, very good and important part. So when you're approaching such competitive examinations, analyzing of the past paper is very important. For example, I'll tell you, in MSN ECG question you are seeing, in every NORCET paper you are seeing an ECG question, right? Which means you have to definitely read the ECG questions. It is not only about reading and revising, it is about practicing ECGs also. So you will learn everything. This is the form of way which I will be seeing in atrial flutter. But when you see in the examination, you will be confusing yourself. To reduce this confusion barrier, you have to give a practice. You have to give a test, right? That is where you're going to work, right? So next is in OBG, if you take, we have variable deceleration, late deceleration, everything, right? So the questions are repeatedly asked from that CTG findings, right? Again, this is going to be an high yield topic. This all learning will be coming only with the help of your practice papers. When you see the previous year papers, you can see the trend. What is the topic trend? So to analyze that particular trend, it is very, very important to see your previous papers. So the previous papers, 13 recalls are available for you, so that you are going to see all the papers and you're going to go for the examination, right? So these are very, very important points I would like to highlight, right? So next is your test and discussion. As I discussed more about test and discussion, so 150 plus hours of test and discussion you will be getting, right? Followed by your Rapido test series you are giving, and you will be getting the test and discussion of that particular Rapido test series. For example, in medicine, you are having 2 Rapido test series, and followed by that 2 Rapido test series, you will be having 5 hours and 5 hours of test and discussion. 100 MCQs will be discussed in 5 hours, and another 100 MCQs will be discussed in another 5 hours. So this 10 hours is completely for the test and discussion, where we're going to completely break down each and every MCQs, and we will be teaching you what is actually the approach to that particular MCQ, right? So here you're going to analyze your mistakes, strengthen your exam strategy and approach to the MCQs, and you're going to master the repeated concepts. Keep on, like, even though the concept is known by you, the frequent reinforcement of that particular knowledge is very important, right? So achieve a complex and complete clarity of that particular subject is also enhanced with the help of your test and discussion, right? So this is a schedule of what is the concept behind your NORCET Rapido crash course. So for example, in medical surgical nursing, you'll be having 20 hours of this revision session, one-liner revision session, followed by your 25 hours of test and discussion, which includes 4 test series, right? 4 Rapido test of medicines and surgery in combination, which means 2 tests is for medicine, 2 tests for surgery. In same way, you're going to see gynecology, 10 hours of one-liner discussion and 15 hours of test and discussion. You're getting 3 tests per year, and post that 3 tests, you're going to have this 15 hours of test and discussion. From the same way for all the subjects you're having, and we are ending with the aptitude and reasoning as well. Because in your prelims examination, 80 marks is for nursing and 20 marks is coming from out of nursing, which includes your combination of your GK, aptitude and reasoning. So that makes this particular subject also to be an important part. Right? So talking about the study material, the primary study material, the high-end study material, that is your Strike, NORCET, QBank book. Right? So this is a very, very important book and a very, very knowledge-worthy book. Right? So once you see each and every MCQs in this book, ultimately it is going to help you out in your successful approach to the examination. So every concept is break, every MCQ will be having its rationale for the correct answer as well as the distractors. Here you can see throughout the book there will be pictorial illustrations of important concepts, and tables are used in the rationale for better recall and high yield points. Okay, to make you even more for the better memory, we have come up with the tables and concised pointers and everything. And flow charts whenever it is necessary for the conceptual clarity and for long-term remembering of that particular concept, and explanation of the distractors to give better understanding and selecting why that particular option is correct and why that particular option is incorrect. So next is your Masterstroke Volume 3. So this is the high yield one-liner book. Right, all the 5,000 plus one-liners which is present in the book is going to be discussed with you in a scientific manner. Right, all the related concept of that particular one-liner will be also discussed for you people to make you even more strengthened in your revision period. Right, so as I said you, the last part, once your once the exam is approaching, you're having a regular strategy sessions as well, you know, how to reduce the negative marks, what is the test taking strategy, how you have to do a better time management, everything will be taught to you people. Along with that, at last, before the exam is approaching, you're going to get the prediction series, right? This prediction series is a super hit, right? Because most of the questions from the prediction series are actually dittoli came in your NORCET 9.0 examination. So this is again shows the validity of this prediction series, and this prediction series is also present in your NORCET Rapido as well. Right? So we have come to the end, and I'm your batch mentor. Right? I'll be with you throughout this journey, supporting you in all the aspects. Okay, whenever you have any doubts, whenever you feel demotivated, whenever you know how to practice the questions, you don't know how to manage your timing, for everything you can connect with me, and I'll be explaining my proven strategies to you people to approach the paper confidently and effectively. And I'll be also helping you in each and aspects of your preparation journey as well. I'll be frequently meeting you people, right? So the next final statement which I would like to give is 3 months is considered to be the golden period before going for actual examination, like how we consider the golden hours before the PCI. The same way, this 3 months is going to be very, very important and crucial period for you people. And this is not only, the course is not only applicable for the students who are like preparing for a long-term period. This is going to help you out drastically for the students who are not clear enough, and for the students who are like the first attempters. Like, I should have a proper preparation, 3-month preparation before going to the actual examination. The first attempters can also take up this course and explore like what is your competitive exams approach. Right? So for every aspects, for the complex number of peoples, this course will be solving the purpose, where you're going to have a focused strategical revision for 3 months along with the focused strategical practice. Right? So this makes the importance of this course solving the purpose, that efforts is important, but along with efforts, strategical planning is also important. Right? So this will give you a set of disciplined manner of learning and practice. So it is very, very important to have this kind of course before your actual nursing competitive examination, that is your NORCET, right? So if you're the one who are feeling interested, you can subscribe the course and start your success journey, right? Thanks for watching. All the very best for your NORCET 10.0 examination.